Hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today is the first video in my Cloth Nappy series. I've had loads of requests to do these videos over on my Instagram. If you're not following me over there is a link in my bio so you can go and check that out. But basically this is a series designed to totally demystify cloth nappies, to explain how I got into them, why I use them, how you use them, just answering all the questions that there are about the cloth nappies so that by the end of the series you'll have all the information that you need to decide whether they are for you and your family and what to do with them if you decide to go for it. Like I said, I'm Ree, I blog at mummyof4.com. I help busy mums make their lives easier with parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice. I would love it if you would subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM. So let's get started. So why bother using cloth nappies? I'm glad you asked because there is more than one reason. Obviously they're better for the environment, you're not contributing to landfill with tons and tons and tons of poop filled nappies that will not decompose for millions of years, which is quite disgusting. So there is obviously the environmental factor, which is fantastic. The other factor, of course, is that it can be better for your baby because you're not putting lots and lots of chemicals next to their skin. You're just putting quite natural fabrics that you've washed, and there's no sort of nasty, yicky things that you find in disposable nappies that are sucking up all the wee. It's just natural fabric. There is a decent argument that it is better for your purse. Now, this is, of course, true. You don't have to keep buying nappies all the time unless you become a cloth nappy addict. And then you have to keep buying nappies all the time. Not because you throw them away, just because you want all the patterns, which is a whole separate issue for another time. I may have been a little bit guilty of this. I have a lot of nappies, a lot. But in my defense, they have lasted me many, many children. I still maintain I've saved money. My husband may not agree, but I think I have. And the last reason is they're just so pretty. Look how pretty they are. I've always rathered seeing these pretty things sticking out under the girls' dresses than disposable nappies. They're just so pretty, which brings me back to the point about being a cloth nappy addict, because you can see how it can get, you know, to be a problem when you have to have all the nappies. So how did Mummy get into cloth nappies? Do you want to hear the story?
No.
You don't want to hear the story? Oh, well, when I first had my first child, I was convinced cloth nappies were for crazy people that didn't realise how busy they were already going to be as mums, and they just like making more work for themselves. And that was absolutely my stance. Until I had my second son and he was about 1, and we went to visit a friend. We went to visit Auntie Jane, didn't we? Well, you don't know because you weren't born. But we went to visit a friend, and I'd left my wet wipes in the car. And I said, oh, can you just loan me a wipe? Not that you can loan a disposable wipe, but you know what I mean. Can you give me a wipe because William has smeared banana all over my leg? And she threw me one of these. She threw me a cheeky wipe. It was damp and it smelled amazing. So I wiped the banana off my leg with said amazing smelling damp cheeky wipe, and it just picked it up so much better than a disposable wipe would, and it was just so much cleaner. So I was like, wow, what is this? I need these in my life. And she told me all about these cloth wipes. And I will link my cloth wipe video up in the cards now. But she told me about cloth wipes and I thought, amazing, right. I will just get the cloth wipes and I'll just use them for meals. So at this point I decided that I would definitely give cloth wipes a go for like hands and faces. I thought they were amazing. But I still thought you had to be slightly crazy to use cloth nappies. Have you just bashed your leg? Why don't you come and sit nicely? Don't bother trying to film with a toddler in the room, people. Don't bother. Come here, naughty face. Then she told me about this incentive that the local council were offering, and they were giving you something like £100 off your nappies, like, or towards, you could claim it back. So you bought your nappies and then they would give you £100 back. So I thought, basically free nappies. Thought if I like them, I'll use them, great. If not, I've lost nothing. And then what I figured I'd do is I'd like buy my £100 worth, use those, and when they were in the wash or we were going away or whatever, I just used disposables. And I got them and I was hooked, and I've never bought another disposable nappy since. I've had babies in nappies for the last 7.5 years without a gap. I discovered Cloth Nappies just after William's first birthday. He is now 7.5, and I have not bought any disposable nappies at all since his first birthday, because I just think these things are so freaking great. It can totally be done. I am a really, really busy mum, and I have managed to cloth bum all my children just because I think it is nicer for them, it's better for the environment, it does save money, especially if you don't go mad on buying millions of them. There have been various stages where I've had 2 in cloth nappies at once. I'm going to show you how I do that, how I make it all work, exactly the process we go through. So I'm going to talk to you about which nappies you should choose, how you fit the nappies, how you wash the nappies, how you store the nappies, how you stuff the nappies, all of it. And all of that good stuff is going to be in this series. So I would love it if you would subscribe so that you don't miss any of those videos. Any of the videos that are already live will be popped in the cards now. I will pop them in the cards now for you. And now I'm gonna go because Zara is trashing my house. She's trashing my house. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. And you can check out the rest of the Cloth Nappy series by clicking below. Thank you again so much for watching. Blow kisses. Blow kisses. Can you blow kisses? Bye.